Hello there, it's Janie Goddard here once again with one of our absolutely amazing CMA members who's joining me for an interview today so we can find out about the work that she does. So I'm really, really proud today to be joined by Sarah Praise. She is an amazing, amazing practitioner. We're very proud to have her with us in the Complementary Medical Association. So Sarah, thank you so much for joining today.
Thank you for having me.
Such a pleasure. Absolutely lovely. Sarah, I understand that you tend to work a lot with women. Is that right? Have I understood that correctly?
Well, I work with men and women, but I tend to work with a lot more women. So you're absolutely right in saying that. But quite recently, I made slight changes, but we'll get to that at some point.
Okay, lovely. Yes. Well, what I wanted to know was a little bit about you. Obviously, I've got several, I've got quite a few notes about you, but I know that you've got an organization called Good Health Promotion. So, can you first of all tell us a little bit about that and then tell us about the people that you work with and why?
Okay. Well, Good Health Promotion was created to offer holistic treatments and holistic services to people because otherwise, the mainstream, when they talk about health promotion, is always to do with the medical stuff and all that. So I felt there was a gap, and I felt Good Health Promotion could cover that gap by bringing together health promotion, but from a holistic point of view, and also be able to give people some sort of freedom to take charge of their health, especially if they were looking to go through the alternative route, and also be able to complement it with the mainstream if they wanted to go through the medical route as well, but also to have the opportunity to take charge of their health holistically and not losing out on both sides. So I thought that route to be like the middleman between the two sides was where Good Health Promotion came in to play.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely fantastic. So, what are the actual services that you offer in that case?
Well, Good Health Promotion, apart from the educational aspect, where we also tend to teach people um, to create some sort of an awareness. And quite recently, I've also been talking about something called transcription, where you use herbs and natural medicines to treat yourself or to enhance your health to make yourself feel a lot better without being afraid of contraindications and all that. So some of the services were merged together rather than just the massage therapy. And sometimes people have such treatments and then they come back to say, what next? I still do not feel great. I still don't feel good. So it was during those periods that I then decided to educate myself a lot further in terms of how can I give my clients a much more rounded experience, whereby it's not just limited to one thing that they are always familiar with, which is just treating people. Because sometimes people might not, though they feel better a little bit, but they might need a little bit of more assistance in terms of maybe incorporating herbs in the treatment, which I'm able to do, or maybe treating them with homeopathic remedies as well, which I'm also able to combine together in the treatment to give them a much more added benefit or value. So that's one of the services, and or maybe that's one aspect of the services. And also, we also offer weight loss treatment, but everything that is being done through Good Health Promotion are all natural complementary therapies, or you might even call that an integrative therapy because of the other, what's the right word here? Because of all the other sort of therapies that we merge together to give maybe the client or the patient a much more I tend to use the word holistic, a much more rounded healing experience. So, and I think the last thing I missed out is during the COVID lockdown, especially when we were not really having the opportunity to interact face to face. So I thought of what other ways can I help people? And then during that period, I introduced the Zoom consultations where people can have like a consultation over via Zoom, and we can, talk through whatever issues they're going through, or because sometimes what I've realized is some of the issues are always stress induced, especially when it comes to women. So, we were able to go through this without them thinking about commuting and all that. So, during that period, that was one thing that was introduced. And then the other thing that was introduced was also selling products. So it's a combination of selling manufactured products and customized products, because sometimes some people do not take to either liking, or maybe they try the manufactured products and it doesn't necessarily work well for them. So they would rather prefer a customized skincare solution that is really tailored to their specific issues or needs. And it could be most of the issues that I've had to deal with are with clients who have dry skin concerns, and they tried so many things, and even sometimes they tried prescriptions, but not actually really getting the benefit. So these are some of the people that really, really need that sort of solution. And some people who just feel they just need that healthy glow once again on their skin, especially for the matured skin. So those are the sort of people that I have been working with quite recently. So that's another aspect of the services that we offer within Good Health Promotion. And though I did say lastly, but I just remembered something now, which is also prescribing pre-blended herbs. Although I've got two ones that are already pre-blended for people to just buy off the website. But there are other ones that might not be done that way, because I need to also guide them to have an understanding, just in case they're on any medication, and because there might be contraindications. So for such people, herbs, as though they are very natural and safe, could be unsafe to use if there could be a contraindication to maybe any type of medication that could affect them. So in such a situation, then, it would be the best decision at that point to then, make a recommendation to use homeopathic remedies, which are, so far, as much as I know, 100% safe to use.
Yes, fantastic. So you've got an awful lot of tools, if you like, in your therapeutic toolbox, haven't you? So you've got so many different ways of helping people. So I know that you mentioned that you particularly focus on women. So can we wrap up just by explaining a little bit about particularly why you focus on women? I think that would be really helpful for the viewers to know about.
Well, being a woman myself was one of the reasons why the passion was roused in the first place to support women, because I know that women, we could be really quite complex with our bodies. And because we go through so many changes all year round, or almost all the days of our lives, and from the menstrual issues to the menopause and all the likes of that. And because as women, we tend to have hormonal imbalances. So, and, if things are not really well taken care of, we tend to suffer a lot of crises just because of what nature throws at our bodies. So, that is one of the things that has really made me passionate about working with women, because I can empathize and still be able to work with them from that point of view. And the main thing that I want to focus on with women is also the stress related aspect of our lives, because more than ever before, there is now this awareness that we know most of the illnesses, we suffer, in this case, because the focus is on women, is always stress induced. So one of the things that I have decided to do with these women is to promote more prevention, like a preventative way of living rather than a curing way of living. Because if we're aware and we're able to prevent any issue from starting in the first place, then we're able to nip it in the bud. So being a woman has been the driving force for me to be able to support women in that capacity.
Fantastic. That's absolutely amazing. So valuable, such important work. Sarah, so in closing, what I would love to know is what's the best way for people to contact you? Now, I should say at this point that if anybody's watching this on YouTube, then we will make sure that if you look at the video, just to the right-hand side at the bottom, there's a little down arrow. And so people can click on that and it will open up all of the show notes, which means that we'll have all of your details there, of course, obviously. But can you just explain what the best way is for people to contact you?
Well, the best way for people to reach me would be through the website at www.goodhealthpromotion.co.uk. And usually people make a mistake by typing in S. So it's the Good Health Promotion without the promotion with the S. So
Right.
it's Good Health Promotion. And also, I can be reached on Instagram at Good Health Promotion as well. And that way, I am more than happy to take in questions or inquiries. And to send an email would be to info@goodhealthpromotion.co.uk.
Brilliant. Okay, that's absolutely fantastic, Sarah. Thank you so, so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
It's a delight to have you, and keep on doing the amazing work you're doing out there. I know you help so many people, and we will make sure people have your details underneath this video so they can easily contact you. Thanks so much, Sarah. All the best. Thanks.
Thank you.